Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from the Sun Belt, the Appalachian State Mountaineers, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Mountaineers will kick it away to start. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Boise State Broncos offense will have the football first. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
False start offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense basically has the whole field in front of them, backed up close to their own end zone. On the run, it's Riley. Hard running there. Never underestimate the power of moving forward and creating breathing room as they mark it at the 17. They're dealing with a second and long. Power football with the run.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Looking for a man, it's Madsen. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. The Broncos decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. The Mountaineers offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. And Jesse, they've got a running back that they'd love to feature in this if he is able to answer the challenge.
Yeah, and listen, this guy might not be a Heisman finalist, but he can break off long runs. And this defense, David, they better be ready. They better pack a lunch, show up today, and try to get hats to the football. Because if you come out here with your B game, he can run all over you.
And it's important for this offense, too, because they need to have balance on offense. They need the ground game to get going. He's capable. He's shown flashes. We just want to see it consistent.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end-of-season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Stroman. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A run to the right. They just blew through that offensive line. It's a 4-yard loss. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. Lets it fly deep downfield. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Now on fourth down, they'll send out the field goal unit. And they weren't able to get him in the middle of the field, so now a 49-yarder from the right hash.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking for a man, it's Madsen. Grab near the marker, it's Marshall. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. 2nd down coming up. Quarterback may change this route. Wants to fire on 2nd down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Sherrod. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Firing to the right, complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. And the Broncos are rolling down the field. He wants to throw it. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, I think the ball just got on the receiver so quickly. He took his time working his route, and by the time he got his head around, the ball was already there, and he just wasn't able to stab it.
Looking to throw, it's Madsen. Fires to the tight end. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. To the ground with the back. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And the throw to the sideline is complete, but won't be enough for the 1st down.
Quarterbacks love the short passing game early in games because it really helps them get into a rhythm. So a nice job by the offensive coordinator giving his quarterback an easy throw, something he can see, and something that he knows he can complete.
Finds the tight end. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one, and they've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The sure hands, it's Barnes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws at the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Pulls it in, it's Dozier. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Now on first down from the 30. Scanning the field, it's Swan. Fires to the wideout. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Here comes the offense on second down. Now the play fake. Oh, they're after him. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
Safe completion on the screen. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be fourth down. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. One drive has already ended with a field goal. They'll try to do it again, this time a rather long one from 46 yards out. And this one is perfect. That'll give them an early 6-0 lead.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They'd love to get something started here, down 6-0. First play of the drive comes from the 22. Looking to throw on first down. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
Oh, lack of concentration that time by the receiver. If he catches it, it's going to be a first down. You just have to look that ball in. Do what you do every single day in practice.
Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Broncos. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Setting up for the extra point that will put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Still running at the 40. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits 0. Makes the catch. It's Stroman. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Moving in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The give from the gun. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. He just needed a yard on third down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And when you call the quarterback sneak, you're thinking, I'm going to fall forward and get at least a yard. But Palmer, that defensive line got in there, and the QB got nothing.
Well, he's got to do a better job with the snap count, too, and try to catch the defense when they're napping. Right there, everybody was set and ready. And one more of those type plays, and this dude's losing his quarterback sneak privileges.
They'll go to the ground. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Boise State. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They put up a couple of field goals so far, but now looking for a way to take a drive all the way to the end zone. Complete to the left. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's second and long here. Pressure coming. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Quickly out to the tight end. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. Boise State ready to send out that offense. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think, Jesse, maybe give it to him again? Or do you say, hey, QB, throw that thing out there?
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was watching the offensive line. They were fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
Off play action. Finds his big tight end. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. To the air, it's Madsen. Snagged out of the air. Across the 25, he's got room. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a first and goal. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. He wants to throw it again. He's going for the goal line. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Broncos! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Turning it on! Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
And the Mountaineers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking to pass, it's Swan. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Gets rid of it. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Well, when your quarterback has already been sacked 4 times, shouldn't be some big surprise if the O-line gets called for holding. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. Throws to the tight end. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The Mountaineers will send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch. Wants to make a move upfield. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what...
Lets it fly! And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. They'll look to pin him deep. Here's the fair catch, and he'll... close to the 20-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. There he goes! They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. And the Mountaineers come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Get it out on the screen, and he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Mountaineers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. He's got the back in the middle. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Off play action on first down. That's caught. It's Dozier. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
You know, the defense doesn't have an answer for this slot guy right now. They may want to think about bracketing him, having a defender play to the outside and to the inside. Probably some sort of zone coverage where you're trying to get two bodies, forcing the quarterback to have to go somewhere else with the ball.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Appalachian State!
Well, the one thing you know about this team is they've got a lot of fight in them, and that's a great job responding by the offense on that last drive, capping it off with a really good-looking touchdown run. This is now a one-possession game. We've got a lot of football left to play.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Illinois came away with the win today, but not in dominant fashion. In fact, the folks in Champaign had to sweat things out for much of the second half. Could have been better, but it certainly could have been worse. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a Big Ten matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. The Broncos racing to the line in the hurry-up. To throw, it's Madsen. Fires to the big fella. Running to Green. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. And the Broncos can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. He wants to take the top off. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. Now on 2nd down. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Right on target this time. That's some old school, hard-nosed, tough running as he powers his way to the 30. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Snagged in the middle, it's Marshall. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains, and they'll mark it at the 44. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on 1st down. Buys a little time with his feet. Finds his big tight end. Stopped at the 46-yard line, but give him 10 yards and the first down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the catch. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. Splits the uprights. Good. And now the lead is even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Broncos will line up to kick off and start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
To the ground to try to move the chains. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The pull and throw off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And now on second down for this offense. Looking downfield, it's Swan. Got the quick pass. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Dozier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Mountaineers with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Grab near the sticks. It's Stroman. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the running back from the shotgun. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then
can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Fires to the big fella. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. A famous writer once said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The offense changing the play. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his tight end. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. And the Broncos with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. From the gun, running back on the move. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
They've got it at the 37. It's first and 10. Here's a heat. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Back to throw, it's Madsen. Hauls it in. Brings him to the open. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking for space, it's Sherrod.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Wants to go up top. Just a short pass to the tight end. The defense will converge, and out of bounds he goes at the 40. And the Broncos are at the line looking to convert on third and short. Out of the shotgun on third down. He'll just throw it away, and it'll be fourth down.
And this offense stays aggressive, and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, third and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
He's able to pick his way for just a bit, but he'll be stopped at the 18. Good job by the punt team. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs. Gonna take a shot. Makes the catch on the left. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Running back searching for a hole. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D. Quick release by the QB. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Mountaineers are in the red zone. Wide receiver comes in motion. A run for the quarterback. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mountaineers!
And I tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this at the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's 4th. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. They go to the ground. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success getting our blocks and moving forward if we're going to win this game.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Back to pass, it's Madsen. Grab near the marker. It's Marshall. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And that's a huge 3rd down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They want to run it left here. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? The Broncos are marching down the field. Leaves it with the running back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
Well, this guy hasn't quite put up Heisman numbers in this game, but in a moment where they need him the most, in the fourth quarter, look how strong he is running. Breaking tackles, he's been smart. He still has the ability to cut. He looks like he could play another 4 quarters.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Plows through the defense. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Hit a speed bump on that last play. Now work to do on 2nd and 15. Looking to throw, it's Madsen. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Still up by 5 after missing that chance to put a little padding on it, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Working that left side. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. Offense getting set for first down. Give to the running back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Unloads to the wideout. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And this is really the story of the game. This offense has no chance in the passing game because they cannot protect the quarterback. All game long, he's been under duress. You got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Caught near the sticks. It's Strowman. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. And the Mountaineers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Gives it on the option. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. He'll take a shot. It's broken up and almost intercepted in the end zone. It'll be 4th down. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. That slices the lead to 2. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. Syracuse is currently ahead in this one, but I don't see Jim Brown or Ernie Davis or even Donovan McNabb out there. This team has struggled to pull away. They're up by 11 over Duke. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
And how about that one? Devin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Get him on the ground after a 4-yard run out to the 31. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Smart move to keep it on the ground. A pickup of 5 marks it at the 36-yard line. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the air, it's Madsen. The throw to the outside is complete. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
This is so interesting right now, watching this offense stay aggressive. They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and you're thinking at home, we got to just run the ball and try to bleed the clock. They found something on defense they're taking advantage of. 2 straight completions. I won't be surprised if they throw it again.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll give it to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task